Hello everyone, and welcome back to something new. This is Gladiator Guild Manager, a new game that I found a few days ago. And yes, this is the third time I'm trying to record it. Once I played it, once I forget to press the record button, and here we are now. One perfect recording, hopefully. This game is strange. The best I could describe it is it's kind of like a mobile game without all the scummy microtransactions and item shops and everything. It's colorful, it's kind of interesting, and even though it's kind of like an auto battler that I have not really seen too many of, it's actually an okay game, and I will show it to you now. This was the second time I was trying to record, let's make a third one. Team Blue, normal difficulty with tutorials. And no permadeath and everything else, all should be good.
So, you're the new guild owner, I hear. Welcome to Deadwoods.
Hello.
Turns out he didn't have the stomach for this kind of thing, but left a few buildings we can make use of. Take a look around. Anyway, I'm Slen, your guild assistant.
Slen is a cool guy. We like Slen.
Let me give you a heads up. Gladiator championships are organized at the start of each month. Then there's the old arena named the Ring of Death. We can join the action there each week. They organize a variety of different fight types.
Okay.
And lastly, the Deadwoods has its fair share of problems. Bandits, beasts, feral undead, so expect to be contacted and asked for deadly gladiator services outside of the arena. Alright lad, you can get gladiators and items here. In the guild menu, you can increase gladiator and item slots, buy new buildings to allow trait and item upgrades, or unlock new gladiators. This is the Ring of Death Arena, which you can join each week. New quests will appear up here. And finally, your timeline. Press the fast forward button or press space to start it moving.
Alrighty. And I do my own tutorial because Slen was not actually talking about these here. These are the major powers in the area. The peasants, the baroness, and the high necromancer. These are like people who you can complete quests for, but don't worry too much about, conflicting stuff. Sometimes you kill these persons, sometimes you deal the high necromancers minions, and on occasion you are beating the people. And don't worry about it, you can complete all of the quests, and it is just meaning that the reputation with you go up and down, but you're not really getting like a disadvantage out of it. If you are getting adored reputation with them, they can send you a gift. That's usually a fairly good item. If you look at this part here, it says your resources, wood, stone, metal, monocrystal, and this is why I was thinking that it really looks like a mobile game, but without the scammy microtransactions. And this is the arena. We will go here at the beginning of the next month to do 5 fights. By that time we should be fairly buff. And arena, Ring of Death available, okay. This is where we can do like smaller fights, but we don't currently have any gladiators, so we kind of need to buy some before we get there. We can do that, well, not from the guild hall. These are the buildings that you have, and you see here we have currently 4 buildings. This one for tavern, knight, berserker, and archer. These are the 4 types we can buy at the moment. And if you want to buy more type of folks, you'll need to buy these buildings. I currently have the capacity to buy the rhino building, which I might need to do. Rhinos are super cool, even though at the beginning they are kind of slow, but if you buff them up, mine at the other save, the one that I was doing in preparation for this stream, my rhino had like over 20,000 HP and it was able to solo almost anything. Rhinos are cool. I also had the necromancer. This is good. Necromancers can turn the tide of any battle. But yeah, let's get some gladiators. We can get to building later on. if you look at the Gladiator market, yeah, so we don't have a Necromancer hut, so we cannot buy Necro Crypt. But we can get archers and we can get fighters. None of them are particularly good, but let's buy this level 2 fighter and we will get this level 2 archer. And I do a refresh to see if we can get level 3 something. We cannot, but I can afford to roll this one more time. Oh no, nothing good here either. There would be like a 2 rhino, but the only level 3 is this pyro, which we cannot buy. Yeah, we need to come back to this later. But let me... I'm thinking about getting... I usually get another fighter, but I don't have any good fighter. I don't really want to spend too much time, but let's roll one more. Alright, we can get this level 3 knight. We might be able to. This should be a good starting location. Item market. This is where you can add consumables and items to your stuff. Consumables are things that are used up at the beginning of every battle. And items are permanent buffs to your character, like extra strength, extra health, that sort of stuff. If you see that it's a blue marker around it, it means that it's an upgradable item. You cannot do that with grey ones, the common, ordinary items, but with the blue ones, you can actually increase their quality later on. In the guild hall, you will get this item workshop, and once you have that, you can actually increase the quality of your things. Alright, let's do a buff, a fight. So we have a 1v1, 2v2, few versus 1, and 3 versus 3. There are more variations of this. 1v1, 2v2 is actually obvious. Few versus 1 means that you are putting in 3 people against 1, but that one is higher level, so it's kind of equals out. And I think we can do all of them, but let's go from the beginning, one by one. I can put my level 3 knight here and press a fight. This should be an easy winning. It is just a fight between unequal people. And yes, it results in a victory. You can get some rewards from this, gold metal, these tools things and the carrot are all very good. And you can put them in your inventory, and later on you can increase the size of this inventory if you get too many items. And now we did everything that we had. We can kind of press space to move time forward. And you see here new things happening. This one is... Hang on. Right, I probably need to cut that one out. That was a slight beep. Somebody is trying to find Mr. Popular here. So so you see the icons here, Gladiator Market Upgrade, and when we reach that, we will get a refresh for free in here. And we will get more things that we can get. And the next one will be an item upgrade, which is okay, but we don't have much to get here. We can get this X. That's good. I'm getting the X because then we can add that X to our current reigning champion, along with the carrot. This will be removed by the end of by the beginning of the next fight, but that's okay. It will give us a buff. Alright, and you see here the arena is ready to take another fight with us. Let's do a 2v2. Alright, 2 knights. So I can put my knight here and I can put this level 2 archer a bit back. And get on with it, folks. The battle happens automatically, so you just need to make sure that your people are buffed up. And ready. Even if they die, don't worry about it, you can revive them. And you get an apple. Cool. And we got these blueprints. So these blueprints and stuff, these are used in upgrading skills and upgrading items. This one here. This is a green item and you can upgrade this, but you need these tools for it and maybe the things after that and materials. We cannot really do anything with it because we don't have this one here, the items workshop. Let me buy that. Able to upgrade universal items, which we currently don't have any of. We only have this X, but this is not universal. This is an ordinary item. And you know, if it would be upgradable, you could make this a better item, a blue one and a purple one. It's pretty cool. Now, we also got 2 quests, so before we advance the day further or the months, let's check this prevent raising the dead.
We need your help, my lord. The Church of the Dead has risen our ancestors from their graves and turned them into ghouls, and they intend to raise more soon. Well, they stuck to old cemeteries and burial sites before, but they ran out of bodies and now raid our graveyard.
Alright, you can have these folks, and this will be the things that you can choose from, and this will cost you 20 reputation with the necromancer. You can kind of stay away from this and then not lose reputation with the necromancers, and also not gain reputation with the people. But you know, let's do a fight with the necromancer because he is actually quite a handful. Eventually, even if you are fighting against him, the number of quests and everything will balance itself out, so you can get an adored reputation with the necromancer. Oh yeah, what is this? This looks like a executioner. Oh yeah. I think if you get like high enough reputation with the necromancer, you can get your own at one point. Yeah, this was a flawless victory.
Many thanks, my lord. The dead can rest in peace.
Yes. And you gain some reputation with the people and lose some with the necros. That's okay. Oh yeah, we need to select a reward. At this point, it doesn't really matter much. I usually just check what resource I have the lowest from and choose that. That would probably be gold. I could choose this one because mana crystals are used to revive people, and I was actually managed to get into a very sticky situation once when I was out of mana crystals. All my people were dead, and I had to wait like almost a month or 2 before everybody got revived. But for the moment, I think the gold will be the better option. And you see here the reputation went up and down. Death and reviving.
Die, don't worry. Temple of Revival sits within the guild, resurrecting gladiators. But it takes some time. However, should you want to bring them back to life instantly, it will cost you mana crystals. Yes, even in the middle of championships. Comes in handy.
Yeah, so if they would die, which they probably will, you can use mana crystals to revive. But I will probably demonstrate it, because one of the next fights will probably be a bit harder. Alright, so I paused again. Ring of Death is ready. And we can choose either few versus 1 or 3 versus 3. Let's go in order, it doesn't really matter which one. So it's a level 3 archer. Let me put in this dude and this archer lady here. Yeah, we are doing very good. Another flawless victory for us. And it gets us 2 apples. Wait, no, that's level of the apple, so it's a good apple. And some materials. And if you want to use these, you can say that, hey, here's your dude. And you can put a consumable down here. It will increase their stamina point for the next fight only. Consumables are used at the beginning of every fight, or, you know, if you edit them. But we are not there yet. Oh, prevent raising the dead too.
The necromancers turned a man's grandfather into a deformed ghoul and sold him to the traveling fair. Now he's doing street performance tricks.
Oh no. This dude's grandfather. What kind of tricks?
What kinds? I don't know, jumping through fire circle, dancing, looking cute and smiling. It's a ghoul, so it's funny to people if they see it smiling and...
Oh no, yeah, by the way, if you are talking with these folks, there are multiple options here, and your choices matter in this one because they can lead to some unforeseen circumstances. For example, in my previous play, I was aiding the necromancer and he was getting close to a graveyard. He conquered it with my help, and it turns out it was not a people graveyard, it was an animal graveyard. So we were inquiring further because he said what can we do with raised puppies and kittens, and I would say undead pets, obviously, and then you could basically convince him to raise undead cats and dogs for you, and you could open a market. And it was for a very long time, for like almost a couple of months, it was not doing anything, and Sven was coming back and saying, hey, do you think this dead animal shop is profitable? And I stick with it, and I told him that yeah, it's good business. We just need to stick with it. And eventually after several months, the first customers started to show up, and they were raising me profits, and every week I got a bunch of income from that undead puppy shop. So this kind of stuff happened, and you can only discover it by inquiring further and talking with them.
Oh, at the northern border of the village, where the farm begins.
Oh, but this one we can actually check out his dead grandfather dancing. The necromancers, sometimes you don't, this will not lead you to new things. So you can either help or you can kind of refuse. And there's a cost for it. Here it would cost 30 with the necromancer, which would take us into actually hated if we accept it, which it definitely will. The high necromancer is kind of an a-hole. Right, so here I can put all my people out. Oh yeah, these orc dudes are pretty good. But you need to be careful, because necromancers are raising the dead. Even if you or the opponent dies, they will raise it. This is like...
Thanks.
Necromancers were one of my favorite guys in this one. Oh, I need to select a reward. So just like before, I need to check. I still need more money, so for the moment I'm taking the money. And that takes us to 0 with the high necromancer. Not particularly happy. And friendly with the peasants. Okay. We're getting there. Gladiator market. We'd get a refresh, but at the moment I don't think we can do anything good. Unless I see a level 3 archer, I would take it, but no. We should be good. We can look into the item market, because we can now have this. Reflects 50% of melee damage there to this gladiator. Okay, this sounds good. 275 gold. This one would raise intelligence. I might take an intelligence ring. And then we can get this one, we can give this dude a helmet. So this will be cool. And since we have the upgrade hut in the guild, we can upgrade this from green to rare, and it reflects 72% of melee damage. So this is pretty cool. And eventually we can raise it even further. We just need to upgrade this item workshop in our base, which we currently cannot do. Wait, can we do? Oh no, we are missing all the materials for it. So you know that you need like 200 more wood. When you do quests and rewards, you can choose that until you get the right amount. But you can also use this trait here. If you have materials, you can shuffle around, sell your stuff, and buy what you need. But yeah, let's move on. Oh wait, I bought this intelligence stuff, but I don't even have a caster yet. Oh no. Oh no, we are not doing good. Alright. Anyway, I'm keeping this here. It will not go bad. Alliance with people.
People's representative is asking if we would like to enter an alliance with the people of Deadwoods. They desperately need an ally, and they feel they can trust us.
I don't know, I never really allied with the people. In the first playthrough that I did with this game, I allied with the Baroness, which is not particularly bad. I don't think any of them is actually better, but depending on who you are allying with, you can get access to various new troops that you otherwise would not be able to. So let's try this one. We will accept the people's offer. We will be the champion of people.
Villagers caught you laughing at the fairgrounds dancing ghoul, so we lost some of their respect. However, you won some gold for managing to hold on to the pull-up bar for 2 minutes. Good job!
Yeah, but unfortunately, a couple got laughing at the fairgrounds dancing ghoul lost some of their respect. You can win some gold for managing to hold onto the pull-up bar for 2 minutes. Did you know the bar rotates while you hang from it?
Under normal circumstances, it does. No, it's a common scam. Makes you lose your grip.
But those aren't normal circumstances.
No, I got a spellcaster to keep it from rotating. He owed me a favor.
Oh, nice. But still, I'm pretty strong to hold on for 2 whole minutes.
Sure. Although I also got him to cast a mild levitation spell on you.
Scam the scammers. You did good, Slan. Slan is good guy. He's always looking out for us. And, you know, there are quests later on this game where you can kind of just, you know, when I was doing the Baroness thing, the Baroness was actually trying to hack us over at one point, and Slan was sleek enough to go behind her back and figure out what she was planning. You can also use him to negotiate things with it. So the Baroness will eventually try to take over a giant pyramid kind of thing for some artifacts, I think. And you can use land to make an alliance with the people who will scam the Baroness out of their gold and bring you some of it. So that's actually pretty good. Alright. You did good, Slan, even though this is not like a cheaty way, but that's alright. You win some, you lose some. Let's go. Oh, I don't think there's anything for this, so let me advance the time. If you see that percentage thing, that means that the Gladiator market has discounts on some things. Unfortunately, they don't have anything that I would really want. Gladiator wages will be paid. That's okay, we have enough money for it. And if you don't, it will go to the negative, so you can need to sell some stuff to gain back money. And we will get our first championship. Nice. We just have enough time for this. A little bit. Right, so the championship. You can choose 3 levels of it. And this one will give you universal item chances. And if you have that one, 25% for a regular item. So it's if you choose the weaker fights, you are more likely to win, but you don't get as much. So what I advise here is that you start with the hardest, and if you lose, you go down from there. So let me put these folks out, and we will see. These are level 1, so I'm expecting to win. But yeah, later on they get very hard, and later on you really need to buff everybody to make sure that you will win. Put them the right items, increase their levels, that sort of things. And you know, nothing is changing here. You can get on to the next fight. You can select the difficulty, and we can probably win all of this. If you keep an eye on your people, you give them buffs, you give them items. Look at that, our champion also leveled up, and we were doing fairly well. If they do level up, you can increase their stats. This is a knight, so the thing that I will add here is health mostly. A bit of a movement speed because they are slow as a turtle, and you can add strength to make them hit harder. For the archer, I think it's agility, so we need to add agility, health, and maybe speed, because they also need to move around. I also try to add at least 1 point to speed, because that helps. On occasion you need to add more to it. For example, the rhino is super slow, but if you buff up its strength, that will be like fairly easy. Alright, the next fight here. Let's do it. Yeah, we won this easily. I don't even need to change anything, but what I can do is I have this apple here, so I'm putting this consumable here for the guy. And since we don't really have anything extra, I can add this ring here for the archer, even though it's increasing intelligence. I don't want any of them running around with 2 intelligence. That's just embarrassing. Alright, a level 2 and a level 3 orc. We should still be winning this. Even though the level 2 is actually a bit higher. But if you have 2 orcs, the orcs are basically knocking back everything, and that's... Later on they can get a skill where they can jump in the middle of the battle. That's pretty good. 2 archers. Okay, this might be a bit dicey, but let's see. Oh, the orc might die. But yeah, our level 4 knight is holding his ground. And now at the end of the fight, you see that you have a 100% chance and win all the 5 battles. And we got an Orb of Frost AoE. Area of Effect attacks freeze enemies, preventing them from moving for the next 1.25 seconds. And it's a blue item, so you can basically upgrade it when you have, well, 30 more wood. And that would be pretty good. It will increase their freeze duration. We don't have anything that is doing area of effect at the moment, I think. Melee, 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 and weapon block. So no area of effect. But this dude leveled up, so we are reviving and leveling him up. He is now level 3. We have a good band here, folks. And I know this game is actually playing itself because you already have the guild hall here where we can buy something new. We can buy Pyromancer Hut. I really wanted to get the Rhino and the Necro Crypt, but that's the thing we can afford, so we are going with that one. And now if we are going into the market, we see that we have the Pyros here, and the Pyros, well, even discounted Pyros. Level 2. Alright, I'm buying this one, but we might need to do an update on the shop to see if there's a better one. Well, I don't see any better than that level 2 Pyro. I wanted to do that because the Pyro is actually having... Hang on, let me open this one up. I take this one off, and the Pyro has an area of effect damage, so we can get this area of effect, which is damaging them with fire and then freezing everybody. And I will also increase their intelligence, so they will be a bit better. And you can choose them as a trait. And we'll do that probably in the next episode, because I'm kind of need to ending the video here. This whole map will be revealed eventually, but you see what I was talking about. It's like a mobile game without the microtransactions. So I'm fully behind this. The story is interesting. It's fully voice acted. Well, not fully, but like 95% voice acted, and you know, it's interesting. I like it, so I will make probably a few more videos of this. Give this one a thumbs up if you liked it, and subscribe if you haven't already. See you folks in the next one. Bye bye.